help me welcome Val. And thank you so much for doing this and being willing to share.
Anthony knows that I'm always willing to share. I'm always email bombing him with forwarding emails, helpful emails that I get from other people, or links or solicitations. I think is really good. So, with our group, I see a lot of talent with us, but a lot of people don't promote their music. A lot of us, like myself, have day jobs. But pretty much it's an expensive hobby if you're just pushing out music or releasing music and not promoting yourself, and it's getting lost in the abyss.
Yeah.
So last year I had released my first EP called Vulnerable. It was last September, and I had a lot going on back then. People who know me personally know, that I have health issues. I have lupus. My daughter has some health issues. We had a bad car accident. So, last year, if I could just put an X through it,
Yeah.
It was just a really bad year. So, I released my EP, but didn't do a lot of promotion. So, when I was releasing my new single, for I'm Not Meant to Break, I went to Spotify and realized that I got only 2 followers.
Mm-hmm.
Look, 8 streams. I was like, this is really bad,
Wow.
So what I was trying to do, I was just trying to figure out how I could promote my music. And that song was released on September 26th of this year. So I was like, I really need to get some more streams. It looks like I'm just really, and it's an expensive hobby.
Yeah.
And, Spotify ain't really paying us. So,
yeah, right.
How are we going to recoup this money? So, I embarked on an expedition to, get more streams, get more, a little bit more notoriety, as you would call it. Mm-hmm. So, I'm reading from my notes because I did a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So it started with Groover. CD Baby has, if you release through CD Baby, they have a promotion where they give you free grooves to submit to curators. So it could be record labels, it could be bloggers, Spotify playlisters, artist managers, anybody who want to critique your music, producers, all of the above. So that was the very first thing I did. And I submitted my old music first because I wanted to gain some traction on my old music. I was like, okay, so if I want to submit to artist managers, I need 2 good tracks. So I had to find some good tracks. So Old Time Blues is upbeat. Everybody wants something they could, bop to.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, let's try Old Time Blues. Marcina's here. So I submitted Old Time Blues through Groover. Got on a couple playlists. Spotify actually picked up, from the streams. So I got put on 2 Spotify playlists by Spotify, their editorial whatever team. Mm-hmm. So, I went from having 2 followers in the beginning of October, from October 14th, because that's when I started this whole campaign. So I had 2 followers, 8 whole streams.
Okay.
So now I have 126 followers. So it's only been a little over a month.
In 30 days.
Yes, 126 followers. I have 9,900. I have 12,000 streams and 9,000 something listeners or something. So
wow.
I know, in such a short period of time. Mm-hmm. So, but that's only one thing I did. So I did Groover. Mm-hmm. I did Submit Hub. Okay. I do not recommend Submit Hub. They do the freebies. Okay. You can do the freebies. I would not pay to do Submit Hub. Submit Hub, unfortunately, is okay. I want to make sure my volume is up. Mm-hmm. Submit Hub is Oh, I'm so sorry. You are on mute. Oh,
Yeah.
you muted yourself.
Yeah, I muted myself so you don't hear my background noise.
Oh. I could see you're talking, so I was like, I don't hear her saying anything.
It's just a whole bunch of wow. Oh, that's
I know, right? Well, it's human nature. So I don't recommend Submit Hub.
Okay.
It's mostly American. It's mostly American curators. The same thing as Groover, but Groover is mostly European, mixed with some American. I find that the curators on Groover is a lot more open-minded. The curators on Submit Hub want your music to sound exactly like what's out now.
Okay.
If it doesn't sound current, it doesn't matter how you could be singing like, you could like be hitting all kinds of notes. They be like, oh, but like that's not really long. It doesn't sound like what's out now.
It's not hot right now.
That's very, very current.
Mm-hmm.
So Submit Hub, use the free ones. You get 2 free Submit Hubbies, whatever they're called, every 4 hours, I think.
Okay.
So I would just do the freebies and not pay them no money, and I would definitely invest in Groover.
Okay.
Though they did not pay me for this, because I do, do some paid partnerships, but I was not paid to do this. Mm-hmm. One of the curators, or a couple of the curators that I submitted to some record labels. One out of Miami was very interested in me. Mm-hmm. They was like, oh, we really trying to bring back, like some R&B. We think, your new track, I'm Not Meant to Break, is very India R&B. Mm-hmm. So it was like, we're interested, but I looked on their website and it didn't look like my music, my style, my genre would fit the label. Okay. They was like hip hop and like, I don't know, gangbangers or something. It's like, yikes.
Okay.
I mean, but it was nice. I was like, thank you for reaching out. It's probably not. So, had another label reach out to me. They're out in Madrid, and they do a lot of soul music. They have a lot of guitarists. They have one American soul band, which I was, happy to see. So I was like, I'm happy to work out, with you, like just let me know when the time is right, because I will be out there.
Right.
We'll travel for opportunity. So, I mean, that was another opportunity that I had. I had a couple managers give me very, very detailed advice on Groover. Okay. So one was like, okay, well, we would like to see you do a Tiny Desk concert. We want to see you do more videos. Just things like that.
Yeah.
So
the following.
They're very gracious with their feedback. What's another thing? I got pitched to Sofar Sounds, and we talked about this. I need more videos, so I need to get out there and start performing. So if anybody else has something they need a wing woman for, call me, because they was like, oh, we would like to get you. We would like to see more video of you. So, and Sofar Sounds, I say, is a so-so opportunity. They're known worldwide. If you want to, start touring and you get in as a Sofar artist in Baltimore, you can go to Germany, London, wherever they have a Sofar, and just get in on their dates or whatever. But they only pay like $150. Okay. Very low. Yeah. So, just so you know, it ain't gonna be no pay, but they give you a professional video. Yeah. They pay you $100, and like what other booking you're gonna get attentive listeners and possible fans.
Exactly. Yeah. That makes sense.
So, going back to what else did I do? I used a couple of Fiverr gigs to get on a playlist. Okay. So I didn't know that you could do this. That you can pay, curators, not a curator, but you can pay someone to email the curators for you. So if you're lazy and you ain't got time to be writing down people's Gmails or whatever.
Yeah.
Because you can search yourself on Spotify, but that's too much time. I work from a full-time mom. I'm just going to pay the $15 to $20 to have somebody send it to their 2,000 curators. Yep. So that also drove my streams up. And I had no saves. Now I have 586 saves, between 2 songs in 1 month.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Because again, 8 streams, 8 main streams.
So silly. Got to start somewhere.
Live music.
But yes.
I paid someone on Fiverr, and I can, I guess after the video, I can give a list of the Fiverrs, some of my favorite mover curators that I reached out to. Yeah, she's like, yeah.
I was just going to recap. So, yeah, that'd be awesome, and we can post it under this video on the
I'll give a list. I have to go through because I had a couple games.
Yeah, that's great. So just to quickly recap, we got CD Baby, Groover, Fiverr, Submit Hub. Are those the 4? Oh, and Sofar.
Playlist curators. This is all for the playlist curators. Okay. One more thing, and I haven't gotten. I have to wait until the end of next week before I can give the yay or nay. But I used another company I found on Reddit. I don't know if you look at We Are the Music Makers. It's a forum on Reddit, and it's like where I go to look up a company I think I'm gonna use. I use Reddit for everything. They talk about everything already. So one of the guys on there, he referred me to this company called Tonight Ends Never. So they do all kinds of playlist pitching though. They send your stuff to Spotify playlisters, Amazon, Apple Music, Deezer. It's one of them that I wasn't thinking about. I'm thinking about the top 3. Okay, right. So the top 3 is Spotify, Apple, and Amazon in that order. So those are the only ones I'm thinking about playlisting, getting on playlists. So Tonight Ends Never, they also pitch, they put together, I think, a press kit for you, and they can send your information to artist manager. So if you're looking for an artist manager, they can try to match you with one by putting a press kit together and sending your information out and matching you with the real artist manager. That's so cool. It's called Tonight Ends Never. 10.ventures something. Okay. And I wasn't really impressed with their Spotify playlist placements. They did exactly what they were going to do, and maybe it was just my song because, music is subjective. So I wasn't impressed with the playlist they put me on. However, they were very professional. It's not cheap. I think it was like $30. They did get me on playlist. I was just not impressed because the playlist didn't have large engagement. I think I did a lot better on Groover and Fiverr. So the verdict is out because I did through their Amazon and Apple. Okay. So Amazon and Apple, I don't even want to talk about it. I think I got 89 streams on Amazon. That's not bad. That's better than what it was the other one. But I mean, I released my EP a year ago, so you mean to tell me 89? That's not 360 days worth of people. So I had 380 something streams on Apple. Okay. So I had a lot more, and I'm trying to see a playlist and to get my streams up. But I think Spotify seems to be easier as far as the curators to get on there. Okay, Spotify curators. So okay. If I can find another way to do Amazon playlisting, I'll let you know. But the verdict is out with 10 until the end of next week. That's when the campaign, I guess they'll get all the answers back from all the curators. All right, for Tonight Ends Never 10. Okay. So, okay. Let me see what's next. The power of press. So, if you one day want to get with a label, or if you want to get an artist manager, you want to do some collabs with people who have a blue check mark. It doesn't have to be big people that we know, but people who have a bigger following, bigger engagement, whatever, and they may have management. So one of the managers on Uber was like, okay, so we need you to update your list. So what I did was, because the song was released in September, I did not have a press release. Okay. So I had the Saber Music Girl That's her name, Saber.
Saber. Okay.
So,
Saber.
yes, I had her do a press release, and I had her do it in the style of one of my favorite young soul people. Because even though I'm older, and a lot of my stuff could be like the Leela James, basically.
Yes.
You know, very old school. Or vintage, as I heard before.
Yeah.
Vintage, that's a good one, right?
Okay.
Vintage. I was like, man, if I don't get out of here. So, I looked up Judith Hill. I don't know if you guys know her. She's a well-known singer. Hill. She used to sing with Michael Jackson before he passed away. Mm-hmm. She lived not too far from me when I was living in Southern California. Her press team, they put together a really nice, I say current, fresh press release. Nice. So I had Saber do the same thing. It was one of the best press releases that I had ever seen written about me. And I was like, I feel like I need a better song to match this.
Oh, wow.
So,
okay.
If everybody knows, I posted it on the Artist Shit group a couple weeks ago when she did, because I was just like blown away. And I'm a writer.
Oh, I remember that.
If people don't know, my full-time job is an investigator. I'm a fraud investigator. So I've been writing reports all my life, but she wrote better than me. I was like, girl, you hire forever.
Forever.
And give me your personal information.
Absolutely, yes. You can pass along to me too.
I posted her link in the Artist Share, but again, I'll give everybody I'll do a bullet point link, you know, of everything. So she did a really good job. I have a guy, his name is called Stone Felix. I've used him a couple times on Fiverr, but I might use this other service because they were a little bit cheap. But, you know, he charges about $50. He submits your press to everybody, CNN, Google, whatever.
Okay.
So, you know, I was lucky enough, like I was Googling the next day just to make sure I could find it in the press, and I saw it was like Fox News. I was like, so,
yes, that is awesome.
You know, I had to make sure I put her, the artist manager from Groover, who gave me the advice. I updated my website, acaciagrace.com. If you want to look at my media, I put, you know, some of the quotes. I put a list of all the media, like where you can find me in the news, blog posts.
Nice.
You know, just put a list there or whatever, because he was like, okay, so you're going to need it.
Yeah, the media page.
So, what Saber Music also did, I think she's from Canada.
Okay.
So, but she used to do music, used to work at A&R or something like that. So, I have my song, I Can't Live Without You. Mm-hmm. I love the instrumental. I love my voice when it was in melody, and I love the background vocals. I hated my main vocals.
Okay.
People that I worked with before, I didn't have any guidance when I was doing a project, so it sounded really like this, and I was like, I don't sound like I'm in love with nobody, you know. But
well, you know, you got the right vocal coach. I get you straight.
Just keeping it real.
Right, exactly.
So, I made it an instrumental.
Okay.
You know, I had my guy out in California. I was like, we need to shorten. We need to do it. Start the beginning with the slide, because we don't want to have no 10-second entrance, and we're just going to take out the main vocals, and it's going to sound like a smooth jazz track, because I was like, what's his name? Paul Hardcastle. I don't know if you're a big fan of Paul Hardcastle. A lot of smooth jazz artists, they have a lot of their music with a little bit of vocal, you know, a little bit of backing vocal,
trinkets.
You know, so I was like, this fits right into their genre. Oh my gosh, it's in 10 minutes. So
10 minutes, I know, yeah. But yeah, little trinkets, exactly. I know what you're talking about.
Right.
Vocals.
Okay, yeah. So, I had them, we redid remixed the song, whatever, made it an instrumental radio edit, and I had her write the pitch for that. She was like, this is perfect. So, I used another Fiverr gig and had them pitch it to all the jazz radio stations. And I got an email this morning from one of them. It was accepted by smoothjazz.com, which is a big deal.
Yeah.
Right?
Go ahead, girl.
Yeah, so, you know, you don't know unless you put yourself out there.
Unless you put yourself out there, yeah.
Let me hurry up since we got 10 minutes. We could always go just to regular live. So I got the Spotify playlist. I used a few of the Fiverr gigs. You can pay $5 to have somebody write a blog post about you. The one for Voyage Baltimore that I did a couple months ago, they actually solicited to me. I have no idea how they got my information, but I did that. So yeah, and then a couple of blog posts or whatever, just so I can get my name out on the internet. So before, when I used to Google my name, it would come up with the Acacia Grace boat or something that's docked somewhere. And like now, when you Google Acacia Grace, you see a bunch of press photos. You see like my music everywhere. You see the blog postings or whatever. So that's kind of, what I was aiming for by doing all of that.
That's excellent.
So one of the things that I also learned is that people are very visual. I had my best tracks. I got lyric videos. Posted some lyric videos. I have a Vevo channel that I've been neglecting a really long time since I opened it last year. So
guilty of the same thing. It's all good.
I'm trying to keep current, because when I looked, I get more, organic looks views from Vevo than I do my own YouTube account. Okay. So people are really looking at Vevo. If you have any type of music video, you should have a Vevo, because people watch Vevo on Roku, Fire Stick. I mean, it's like everywhere, and every time it streams, it actually pays more out than Spotify, So you're gonna want to get some of those streams in, and plus it just looks professional if you're really trying to go that route. So I had a guy on Fiverr last year create my account for me, do the banner and everything, because I ain't had time to do all that. I'm like, what's the configuration? 100 by 200? I ain't got time for that. So I had him do it. It was $100, but you can create it yourself on Ditto Music. You don't have to distribute through them. You can create it yourself for $49. You can try to do a banner on Canva if you have that type of time. I don't. That's why I pay somebody. But subsequent videos that I get done, like my newest lyric video for I'm Not Meant to Break, is $29 a video. So other places, they might be less. I forget. I think it might be I can't remember the name, but they've been they've been advertising their Vevo services. I think it's $9, but they take 55%, of your commission. So I was like, I'm gonna pay my $29 and be done with it, because I don't like paying, like you gonna get 55%. So that's too much. So again, if you have videos, if you don't have videos, at least do some lyric videos. People are very visual. So I did that, got a few more streams or whatever after I did my little visual videos. One thing that I also did was I used the Canvas feature on Spotify. Okay. So you can go on Canva, and get one of their little free videos, upload it to your Spotify, and people who use the app, they're going to see this video, So they said people have the Canvas attached to their videos, with like a message or something. They get 40% more views or something. I'm like, look, I'm trying to get as many streams as possible. So let's talk money when it comes to Spotify. So it says, I'm trying to continue my playlist on pitching and at least get 20,000 streams a month. And they said for about 60,000 streams, you get about $300. So, you got to get 60,000 streams to get $300. Then you need 600 streams to get $1,500. So, there are some indie artists who are doing this or whatever. Basically, 600,000,
Oh, 600,000. Okay, I was like, wait, the math isn't mathing.
600,000 streams to get $1,500 to $2,000 on Spotify. Okay. So, and that's why. So one of the things. Oh my goodness, hold on. I don't want to forget this. It's called Daily dailyplaylist.com. They have some of their playlists are smaller, but you can submit to 20 like every 4 days or 5 days or whatever for free.
Oh.
So I mean, it's just another way to hurry up and try to get on as many Spotify playlists as possible, because those playlists are what's going to get you the streams. And of course, playing out, getting, I guess, organic fans or whatever who want to follow you, that's going to be more. But the playlist, everybody's on their computer, on their phone, that's going to be the best.
Yeah, and then you can get repetitious.
Yeah, dailyplaylist.com. Yeah.
Okay. Excellent. So, all right. Are there any final, tips or things that you want to give any artist who's like, oh my gosh, this sounds like so much. I can't do this.
I did it when I was sick. I just, I had a lot of time on my hands, with Phoenix.
Yeah.
But I was determined, because I don't want to be sitting up here, like I said, having this freaking, it's an expensive hobby. If you're not promoting your music, nobody's listening to you but you, right. and maybe your family, but they don't even, half of them don't even follow. So, I'm just keeping it real. You want people, to see your music, you have to get out there and promote it. Playlisting is just one aspect of it,
Yes.
But you got to keep your stuff right and tight or whatever. You got to have that press release. You got to have something, for people to look at if somebody, is interested in you.
Right.
So my final thoughts are, yes, do interviews so people know where you're coming from. Everybody wants to know your story. I did a radio promo through Radio Airplay Pros, not Radio Airplay, Radio Airplay Pros.
Okay.
It's $90. It is all the stations on BDS stream. You're supposed to get at least 150 spins. I get 300 something spins a week. Through regular radio, through digital radio, and some what they call terrestrial stations. That's stations with a number and a call sign.
Okay.
So, but it's none local. I was like trying to get on WHR, but you got to pay lots. You got to pay a lot more money for that. Yeah. But I like them because they're very upfront. They're one of the cheapest. And if Anthony signs up with them, then he can actually get 10% commission.
Oh.
For Tony A artistry or whatever.
Okay.
So I might use them for I'm Not Meant to Break. I'm not sure, but they do offer something. What their service is they offer you radio spins, and you are on radio. You do get listed on the tracker. You don't get on the not billboard, but you don't get on the chart or whatever. Or they don't tell you your position on the chart unless you pay.
Oh, yeah. There's got to be something there.
Short videos. Do some short videos. I wish they told me how many seconds we got left. But do short videos. Like YouTube has shorts. So short videos are probably better than long ones, since everybody has the attention span of an ant. Yeah,
reels, TikToks, short videos on that makes sense. So yeah, thank you so very much. This is like so much information. I know you didn't get through everything, but I think that's a good chunk of information that, people can actually get started. Yeah. So thank you so much again for being willing, and we'll, for those who are interested, we'll make sure that you get that list of all of the sites and programs that she used.